We are at the end, my friends. We are at the Buy More, though, more specifically, and I'm getting ready to wrap the show up, shooting the last episode of the series.
Breaking the final episode of the show was a wrenching experience, because it was like, no, that can't be good enough. That's not good enough for the finale, please.
I think ultimately the story of Chuck realizing that he's as good of a spy without the Intersect as he is with the Intersect, the story of this group of characters who really are a family, has all landed exactly where we'd always hoped, even if it's not exactly as we planned.
I'm very satisfied with the way it ends. It really goes back to where we were first season. There are so many callbacks, and it's a wonderful way to wrap it up. I mean, it goes out with the magic that Chuck is.
The storyline is not what I imagined. How it would feel is kind of what I imagined, but not to this extent, because it's like so emotional.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I can't help you get your memories back. I can't get you back.
When we started working on this season of the show, we wanted to make it about Chuck and Sarah and their relationship.
This series, even though it started out as kind of a spy show, in its concept, it's really a love story, ultimately. That's what's at the heart of the show. And so Chris really wanted to find a way, even until the last moments of the last episode, to keep that sense of will they or won't they.
And what would be worse than one of them dying or them not saving the day? What's worse from just the relationship perspective is the idea that she wouldn't remember him.
I don't quite get to be the Sarah Walker that I've established in the 5 years because I've had this memory loss thing that happened. But it's also good that I don't have to be emotional in the scenes, because otherwise I'd be a blubbering mess. This way, at least I have to restrain myself somehow.
Everyone's so sad.
You know, I think we've probably all mourned the show at least once before, thinking that it might not come back.
Every year, I feel like we deal with this, okay, goodbye, this could be our last time, and then we get saved, we get renewed, we come back, and there's much rejoicing. And this year was interesting because we knew our fate from the very beginning, so I think we've had a lot of time to deal with it.
You know, a lot of people have put so much love into the show, and especially our fans, so it's really nice that we get to give them a great send-off.
So when Chris Fidak writes skydiving, we go out and do skydiving. We figure out a way to do it, so it's kind of fun. It's unique.
What we're doing here, we'll be able to make Yvonne look like she's skydiving thousands of feet above the ocean.
Go ahead and put your arms out.
We'll be combining the blue screen images of Yvonne today with real skydivers.
Tone up. Let's roll it.
Pacific Concert Hall.
They need us. I have just shot my last scene in this set, and it's where I've been working for the last 5 years, and it's been incredible.
Yeah, today will be our last time on this set. This is the last time we'll be on this set after 5 years, so it'll get a little emotional when you start looking around and you realize this will all be torn down.
We were shooting the scene yesterday, and I broke down in the scene doing it because it's such a big moment for them to leave the store.
You're free. Are you ready?
And kind of, you know, doing that scene at the same time as like leaving the show and leaving the store, it was very emotional.
It's really Debbie Downer time. No, it's actually not as bad as you think.
This has been the best 5 years experience in Hollywood I've ever had. And now the Chuck is ending, and we're finally getting our first speaking lines.
We need a bead on a big blonde bird.
Sounds like a job for the dirt dog.
Up and hot, Gawk. I'll get a beat on your bird. My Twitter feed shows multiple.
It's a great thing. Today they're actors. Today they get to do a line on camera.
With amazing legs and
I think that's really cool. I like that they're doing that for all of them.
Good work, team. On behalf of the United States government, thank you.
Just happy to be doing good works, ma'am.
Today is extremely emotional, given that we're shooting the, well, it's Beckman's last scene in the castle.
If you ever want to save the world again, you know where I am.
As you see characters falling off, it's like, oh, wow, this is the end.
The last 4 days of this episode is getting to where it's like very emotional. Every scene, you know, yesterday we let 2 actors go for the last time, you know, McKenna, and we also let Mark Christopher Lawrence go.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough day today. Yeah.
So we have big speeches about them, and it's pretty emotional.
All these goodbye scenes that we've been shooting are just gutting me.
I'll see you when I see you. Strahovski. This isn't goodbye.
I mean, I'm saying goodbye to my cast while I'm saying goodbye to their characters.
Oh, my precious Clara. You are gonna love Chicago.
I think this is the last day on this soundstage, which is particularly memorable for us. We have Chuck and Sarah's apartment, we have Ellie and Austin's apartment, and we're wrapping it all out today. We just shot Ellie and Chuck's last moment, which was difficult for me. My little brother. Aces, Charles. Your aces.
For me, I'm trying to make the day efficient and get our work done, but you also have to have these like moments of positive like emotion and let them kind of just have their time.
Thank you, and goodbye to Ellie and Austin's apartment.
Caught me at the worst time possible because I just came off of saying goodbye to my apartment, and we had this big farewell scene, and we're moving to Chicago, and all these imaginary emotions are getting confused with real ones. It's crazy.
I don't know, I thought I was going to be able to hold it together, honestly, and I pulled onto the lot today, and I got out of the car, and I looked around, and I got a little lump in my throat.
Everyone is crying all the time. Just a total joy to be here, I tell you. Just, you know, pools of tears.
So all these emotions are just stirring up. Oh, there they all go.
Oh, there you go.
It's all gone. All gone. Okay.
Let me help those emotions go away real quick.
Anyhow, I'm good. I'm ready to wrap this show.
So we are backstage, about to do our final Jeffster performance ever. How are you feeling, my friend?
Very nervous.
Me too.
It's very emotional. This is our final Jeffster.
Let's rock this out.
Let's rock it out.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We love you.
Mark.
Seymour. All right, here we go. And camera and playback.
We've had so much fun, and I think that's part of the show's success. I think they see that chemistry, you know.
Lester and Jeff's journey culminates in them saving the day in the only way they know how, which is by being Jeffster. I was surprised, but at the same time, it was so juste.
Tomorrow we have a stunt sequence where a helicopter crash lands.
The more action pieces you can get if you put two cameras and a flip on this. Can we put these on wheels and just roll it down here? Yes. Okay.
I think we're going to need some help with feeling like this thing has been crippled. Could there be smoke? As if it's coming almost from underneath. Once we're done with that, and we go to do this stuff over here, you stay here and pick up the helicopter.
So there's a stuntman in front, the pilot, then you three guys in the back.
Holy moly, you're filming all this? It's crazy.
Every episode, we don't know what we're going to do or where we're going to be. Like today, we're in Berlin.
We're at the Universal lot. But when you're in there, it really feels like you're in this like wiener dog kind of place with all the fake hot dogs and stuff.
We had a Wienerlicious. This is the German version of the Wienerlicious. We're doing a fight scene inside, and then out here, our guys come running out. They go through traffic. There's a little standoff over here.
Stop! I need it! Don't!
I'm gonna miss playing with guns like this all day, like giant 50 caliber Desert Eagle guns. It's gonna be really sad that I don't do that every day.
What are you going to miss the most about coming to work on Chuck?
Everybody.
What are you going to miss the least?
Everybody. No, it's joking.
Look at these guys. Look at this. It's like the best group of people I've ever worked with. In my 33 years in the business, I think this is the best 5 I've ever had.
All right, in this particular shot, our cameras are back there. We've got the two vehicles up here. These vehicles will take about 10 feet back. Steve's gonna lift off from here.
Steve Stafford, he's one of the best helicopter pilots in the business. He'll be flying it for us. He actually was the pilot on several things that we've done, several episodes.
Okay, here we go, guys.
I'm not that comfortable with heights, but if I have a good strong lap belt, I'm okay. Good harness.
helicopter was my own damn gun!
Hey, cut! Cut! Nice job.
It's very emotional right now. There was a few tears yesterday, and I'm sure over the next 3 or 4 days it's going to be bittersweet. You know, everybody's glad that we're moving on to new things, but we're also very sad that it's over.
I feel very proud of everybody and what we've done, and sad to see it going away.
It's sad at the end of each series, shows that you do, and this is no different. It's kind of sad seeing it end, but it's been very good.
It's emotional, but it's also rewarding to really tie up the show.
We're closing a chapter on this, but everybody will be back. You'll see your favorite actors again on another show. Everybody's going to go off to features and television, and the crew will too. And it's been a wonderful time being here.
I could tell everybody is trying to enjoy and embrace and take in every moment. And so that's cool to see too. So I think we're just having a blast, even though it's sort of bittersweet and there's all the sadness involved. It's just, we're enjoying every minute of this last episode, so it's cool.
There's a few of us that aren't working on that final day, but we're all gonna come and gather on set and, you know.
Chuck, your father originally developed the intersect as a teaching tool. The key is the matrix for, I'm sorry.
You don't want it to end either.
Still rolling, go ahead now.
Chuck, your father originally developed the intersect as a teaching tool. The key was the matrix for programming the system.
So I can do anything.
Chuck, we need to talk.
Excuse us.
Hey, cut! Keep rolling, keep rolling.
This show has been 5 years. It's a sixth of my life right now. And it just feels so huge. It's taken up so much of my life.
Ideally, with Chris and I, we always just wanted to put a smile on people's face. We just wanted the show to be fun. It really is something that I will always treasure. It was one of the great experiences.
I just want to say thank you. You guys have just breathed life into a show, into characters, into a story that we love so much. And just, I wish I could have you forever, but I can't. I love you all. Thank you so much. This has been the most fun I've ever had. Thanks, guys.
I think that there's a lot of just gratefulness and thankfulness, you know, that we've been afforded the opportunity to be this family and this unit for 5 years.
There's a lot of us, cast members, Zachary, Levi, Ryan McPartlin, who, Yvonne Strahovski, are just crying uncontrollably, obviously cannot hold their emotions. I, on the other hand, feel fine.
This is the best cast and the best crew I've ever worked with. You guys are a miracle, and it's been incredible.
I mean, literally.
Uh-oh, you're gonna get him. You'll get him.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Come on, Gomes. Oh.
That is the 5th season and series round on Chuck. All right.